So what have you got to talk to us about today, Finley?
I think it's just sitting over there.
It is, in fact. And we've even got it in a service cradle today. How
nice and safe.
How professional are we?
If I can get it towards the camera so they can see what it is.
We've got the test track out. Does that mean that we're going to go driving?
It could mean that. Maybe I just have it there to tease you.
we could drive it. We could drive it Brett's way, and then we'll drive it my way, and then you can show us how you actually drive it.
So this is the New South Wales Government Railways D55 class.
Didn't I go on the overhead and have a look there for us, Paige?
It's very shiny.
It's very nice and
well,
shiny.
It's new. What are you talking about? You'd hope it's bloody shiny. It's new.
All right, let me get that focused.
Do you need your notes there, Finley?
I would love my
There we
notes.
go.
They're the correct notes this time, and they're actually legible, unlike last week.
That's right.
So these were originally commissioned in 1916 by Clyde Engineering, who was given a contract to build 300 of these locomotives, originally called the K Class. The first one was built in 1918, and instead of just building more of them, New South Wales wanted to extensively test them. So the second one wasn't built until 2 years later.
It's pretty shiny.
When they did finally get around to building the rest of them, the order was reduced from 300 to only 120 locos, and they were all completed by 1925. And when they were renamed to what they were known as the D55 in 1924.
What's that marking there?
That's that one.
Yeah.
I believe that is the New South Wales Government Railway crest.
What about this one here?
That one. Wait, so one of them would be
no
the crest.
smoking sign.
One of them is the crest. One of them is the builder's plate. Not sure which one is which. I could probably read them.
Really? I can barely read it when it's all magnified.
Nah, I can't tell.
Well, it's pretty fine anyway. I mean, you can see the size of my finger there.
That's a big finger,
isn't it?
I think the text
I'm
is
proud
even.
of that
I think
finger.
the text is even legible. It's a 280 goods locomotive.
Right.
In fact, this was known as put into what was known as the standard good engines classification.
And how much powers did it have? Was it 5 or 8?
I'm not sure, because Australia did not use the same classification rating as England did. So that makes it easy.
Just to be different.
Should have been a
Look how shiny it is.
280. What do they call it? An M5.
The 5MT, yeah.
That's what I call a enamel gloss.
Yeah, it's amazing looking.
Maybe Jack's hit it with the 2-pack.
He loves that, doesn't he?
Some other interesting details of this. So this was what's known as a southern type valve gear for the driving mechanism.
It's pretty special. Look at it.
It was very rarely used on Australian locomotives, but very common in American locomotives.
All right.
What does that mean?
You would see a lot more of these on American steam trains than Australian ones. Also, the British War Department seriously considered using this as a standard locomotive design to be built all around the world and exported to Iran and Iraq for the war effort. Though it didn't. They ended up choosing a British designed loco instead.
What do you mean, in 1990?
No, the World War II. Sorry.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
World War II. Sorry.
Would have been quite special seeing one of these traveling around.
They were in 1946, due to the Second World War aftermath. Basically, coal miners in the New South Wales government weren't on great terms, so they converted 70 of them for oil burning.
Right.
However, by 1959, they had all oil burners had all been converted back to coal or withdrawn, as they were 4 to 5 times more expensive than running the train using coal.
Really?
Yeah. They were all withdrawn by 1967, and only one survived into preservation.
Now, totally unrelated. Why would people not consider getting these old coal-fired steam engines and powering up with electric?
You mean electric motor?
Well, put a big battery in it, like a Tesla battery in there.
Some trains do. So there are certain trains that steam locos are fake ones that do that, but might now.
Fakies.
Yeah, ones that look like steam locos, but are powered either by diesel or an electric train.
Right.
But most of the time, they don't either. The steam engines that survive, they want to keep them in classic condition as possible because it's supposed to be a bit of his living history,
Yes.
working museum piece.
Yes.
And
The
it's all-
train I catch every day is not powered by electricity at all. Runs on the hopes and dreams of those coming into work.
This particular one was built. This model train is built by ARM, which stands for Australian Railway Models,
Yes.
and this particular one is DCC ready.
Okay.
A fantastic little thing.
So it is DC.
It is analog DC.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's fire it up.
It's going for a run.
I can't contain myself
He has to-
anymore.
He has to
Get
do
it on. Get it on.
Which
Yeah,
rail
right.
does it go? This one.
The end track, yeah.
So it's what scale is it?
HO.
HO.
1 in 80. Sorry, 1 in 83.
You got the steering wheels on.
No, 1 in
The
87.
steering
sorry.
wheels are on. I think the carriage wheels are on.
Gonna
Yeah,
fire it up.
Yep.
give it a. let's
Does it
see.
go?
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Look at that. That's amazingly quiet and smooth.
Let's do some overhead actually.
Choo choo.
Well, you don't
Can I do the sound?
If you want to, I'm not going to say no to that. You don't get, if one was overhead, you don't get to see the wheels moving. That's
that-
the funnest part of the
Let's
steam
go a
train.
bit slower, eh?
Let me get the car of the week out of the way. And then that way people can see it.
Careful with the car, look.
I'm very careful with the car of the week.
How smooth and quiet this is.
Is it?
You like that?
Yeah.
Is
That's
it?
a fantastic crawler. Look at this. Dried out of the box, hasn't been run in. That's a fantastic crawl.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive, isn't it?
That's brilliant. None of my trains go that well out of the box.
How
that's
do you
impressive, eh?
run in a train?
You just run it in forwards for. Ideally, they say you want to run it in varying speeds, forwards for an hour, then backwards for an hour.
I'm not running at this speed.
But,
It does skids.
but
Just hit the switch. Hit straight away. Watch it do a skid. No, you chickened out.
Oh, really?
You chicken. Oh,
I think it's got a flywheel, so it won't actually skid. The
That
wheels will
skids.
actually. You can see
you
it's
chickened
slow-
out.
No, you see, he's turning it off. You can see the
No,
wheels.
go straight to forward now. There.
So
See?
an actual way of running in a loco, though, if you don't want to do that, at medium speed.
You
Oh,
don't
is that the wrong way? Is it?
You don't
Well,
wanna-
like I said before, we want to learn how to do it properly.
Yeah.
If you want to run on a train, 15 minutes at half speed forwards, 15 minutes half speed backwards is
Oh,
basically the
half
bare
speed.
minimum you need to do.
I misread that as full speed.
Now they want to do it basically running in. What running in the locomotive does is it loosens the gears, destroys, smooths out any imperfections in the gears, and makes sure the lubricant gets to go all the way through the mechanism.
Rather than flicked off everywhere.
And
Yeah.
how?
And you want to run it without. You want to run it with. want to run it without load for that running in period.
Oh, so you put it like on a treadmill.
Some people, well, you know what I mean. It can just be with just not pulling anything, no
Mhm.
wagons or anything. Tender's fine, obviously, but yeah, some people do that.
That won't run without the tender.
No, some people do put it on a rolling road. They just put it on a rolling road, go for an hour, come back, play the other direction, leave it for an hour, and come back. It also works if you have an overlift track.
And
But,
how many Ks would it last for?
The,
Like how many? Say
Well,
you've run it
depends
in, then how long before it gets a rebuild?
well, for a model train,
Yeah.
if you look up, well, basically it depends. If you don't look after it, well, it all depends on the type of train, how well it looked after, what conditions it's being run in. It's unfortunately not a bang and wham. There's your answer. Like if you got my layout, which is kind of crap, then it's not going to last very long.
Bam
If
and
you,
wham.
if you get a really good high quality layout and you really look after your train, it should pretty much last till the
So you
end
shouldn't
of
do
time.
that.
Yeah, that's not great for it.
Okay, all right.
But it's not too bad because it's got a flywheel. So when you turn the power off, you notice it doesn't just grind. The wheels don't just seize and grind to a halt. It actually slowly winds down because it's got a flywheel in there, and that's a very high quality feature.
It's a nice train, huh?
It's pretty quiet,
We
isn't
just do this for an hour and a half.
We can just
We
go
can just
to a
watch
train
that.
show doing this.
it? This is slow TV.
I cannot get over this crawl.
What's that?
And
What
let's
is
see
it?
how slow I can get it.
This is from ARM. It comes in a nice little box.
A really nice little box.
I love it. Nice and safe. Safe for shipping worldwide.
How's that? Is that all right?
Well,
stop.
give it a little
It needs,
tap.
it needs a little bit of a run in before it keeps going. All right,
Yeah.
a little bit more speed.
There
There
you
we
go.
go.
That's a really good crawl.
That is silky.
People love to go. It
That's-
just cuts out occasionally when this
that's-
hasn't been run in.
Well, it's probably more indicative of our crappy
well.
track.
Oh, well looked after track.
I can feel the pit marks in it as I run my finger.
Don't make him worse.
That's from doing the drifting.
Is it?
Maybe.
It's got crusty bits on it.
I'll run it over with a track rubber after the stream.
Give it a bit of a polish. You can see it's pretty dull, isn't it?
Do we have a track rubber out of a box? We're going to need to bring one from home.
I usually just
No,
lick
we
it.
have.
I usually
We've got
just
one
lick
with all
it
the
clean.
grooves in it.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
I
it's
turn
very
it
well
up,
grooved.
turn the power up to 120, just lick it clean. That is
It's
fantastic,
also
Finley.
fantastically geared. That was full speed, and it's very scale speed. Some model trains you have when they put them at the full speed, they go pew, shoot off a scale
Oh.
billion miles an hour.
Oh,
This
good.
one, well, this one. at
What's
full
that called?
I thought you meant
I
the
need that one.
acceleration because it's like a drag train.
Is it?
So this one, that max speed, that's very, very good. That's very well scaled. Because in real life, this wasn't a fast train. It was a goods train. So that's a very realistic speed. So it doesn't require much modification. Or any.
It's got KD style couplers as well.
The nice good old KD knucklers.
That is fantastic, Finley. Thank you for bringing that into us today.
Pretty impressive,
No
isn't it?
worries.
I love that. It's super shiny.
Oh, it's very
Shiny.
That's
Yeah,
the
like
last
it.
time
Like it a lot.
That's the last time I touch it.
Oh, I haven't been looking at any of the comments, and they're just gone
Look.
crazy.
Look what I did.
What'd you do?
I don't know. It fell apart.
Taking the that's fine. The tender comes off.
It just comes off.
Now we'll go even faster. I thought they had wires.
This one mustn't. Oh, this one doesn't have a
It
pickups.
doesn't have rear pickups.
Oh, what is it?
No, it's still smooth and reliable without them.
We don't need that. Just slows it down.
That's right.
Well,
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Finley.
well,
it was
thank
an
you for letting
absolute
me come in
pleasure.
today.
You're welcome.
I love it.
Thank you.
I always have a
Learned.
fantastic time on the live
I
stream.
learned multiple things. I realized that I wasn't driving trains correctly, although I still enjoy it. And learned quite a lot about this new ARM.
ARM.
Yeah, loco. Very
When
nice
are they going to
indeed.
do a Victorian one? Have they penciled any in?
ARM? I'm not sure. They do focus a lot on New South Wales stuff.
Oh, you'll have to call them.
Give him a ring.
Can you call them?
I don't give me.
Tell them what we want.
Tell them what we need.
That's right. We want a Hearns class.
Thank you very much. A H class.
I think there was a H class in Victoria.
Was there? There you
Called
go.
the Heavy Harry.
Oh, that sounds even better. I
Heavy
wanna
Harry
learn about-
Hearns.
I want to learn about that one.
Thank you very much, Finley. You have
No
yourself a beautiful day. Can you pop that away for us?
Of course.
Excellent.
And then come back in about 30 seconds and grab this rail from us.
No worries. Thank you all. I'll see you next week.
All
Thank
right,
you very much, Finley.